Sam, you have been presented with a rather grisly foe.
You're about to get hugs.
It's actually a swan leaf foe.
It's a very grotesque presence landing directly behind me. Sam. Directly behind Sam.
That's me. I'm Sam. Sam
I am.
It extends out its arm to touch you.
That's not the end of its turn?
Well, it got a natural 1 on its attack roll. So.
No. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was going to say that was a pretty long flight.
It's got the dive bomb option.
I see.
That is what he said. Was it dive bombed specifically?
Unfortunately, it rolled a natural 1 and Sam has good armor. So it just reaches its arm out towards you. You can see the underneath, like the wings, like where there's flesh, bunching up and massing and getting kind of large.
It looks great.
Dumbbell.
Gross.
And then it's Therrin's turn.
It's like pantyhose full of like...
Stop.
Pantyhose full of maggots with weights.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
So Zaz is going to get carried away by some monsters. Hypothetically.
Just 3 of those buggos that died hella quick, right?
Yeah, but they're 10 feet in the air now, so you can't just quickly stab them.
Can I jump that high?
You could, but you'd probably only be able to hit one. Make one attack in that case. I suppose you could also just throw things at them.
Use sprout rings and fly. But then you probably wouldn't be able to attack.
Probably not.
Well, Therrin's gonna, I guess, jump and attack one of them.
All right.
Because that's all she can really do.
Jump check.
26. No, 20... 25.
You hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, it was with clawsies.
Clawsies, not posies.
Talons at this point. Damn, a natural 1.
A 1 and a 2. Jeez.
Is it a 7?
It's a 12.
Oh, okay. Coming up in the roll.
I think that's 26.
You hit. Roll for damage.
Slashy. 6 damage.
You kill it. Pop. And as you fall back to the earth, Zaz gives you a thumbs up with now a free arm. After you, and you're going to land safely.
Of course.
It's Zaz's turn, and they're going to quickly grab a dagger from their belt and try to stab both of these one each.
I'm helping.
When they try to stab, the first one takes their dagger from them, and it is now in their mouth. Fortunately, that one will not be able to bite them on its next turn without spitting out the dagger first, and they look frustrated. Next up, Sam.
Hugs.
I still don't really know what to do.
Embrace the squirm.
As much as I hate this, can I get like a greater description of like the body versus the insects?
The body appears to be much a glove.
The meat sleeve?
Thanks, Arden.
As Arden put it, a literal meat sleeve, as if instead of possessed by magic, they're possessed by hundreds of crawling maggots, ants.
So the skin looks dead.
Locusts.
And
the
clammy.
Skin looks like red and strained, alive, but life support levels of alive.
Eyes?
Its eyes are darkened and sunken, but not without... they are taking in the scenery. The brain does appear, from all intents and purposes, from the outside to be functioning.
My God. Okay, so if they're alive, do they want to be alive when this is over?
Well, let Sam try to save the swan.
Will the GM grace me with the knowledge of whether this thing has started at full HP or not?
It's going to be... that's a heal check.
Ooh. My heal is... It's 11?
You don't really see any fat on this body anywhere. You're noticing that as you're seeing like the muscles like rippled under the skin, kind of like somebody who looks buff, but it's only because they have zero fat on their body.
Sam asks what their cardio routine is.
Wow, look at the body fat index of this monster. It's like slim. I mean, he's bulbous and misshapen, but goddamn.
This is probably a mistake. But I have 4 people to back me up.
Do it. Do the stupid thing.
Its hand is outstretched.
Yes.
Sam's gonna like very disgustingly like put a finger to it. Oh. And cast a cure moderate wound.
Very well. Go ahead and roll for healing. It will absolutely accept that.
Oh, are you doing the positive energy check?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Maybe if like the host body, I don't even 2d8 plus 7.
Okay.
You're acting like a paladin.
No, paladins aren't this nice.
That's only 10.
All right. Its eyes assume their ordinary position as the healing works. It's magic. They no longer look so sunken and
Do the
half dead.
insects react in any particular manner?
The insects begin moving more quickly around in the body.
Oh.
You probably made the swan, if anything, more alive and more in, like, agony.
Why am I alive? Why am I alive?
You said I can't get any more info?
That's correct.
Okay. So that I wouldn't be able to glean any sort of...
If you'd like to be trying to prep that for next round, I will allow it.
If the movements of the insects are indicative of perhaps an annoyance or invigoration.
You'll need a little more data.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
After you, it's Bada's turn.
And then pulls his hand away.
Good,
Oh,
good call. Good call.
I believe I'm being grabbed or something like that. What was it?
They're coming for your blood-filled head.
Yeah. They're trying to lift you off, but they're sucking on you and trying to drain your blood and juices. They're drinking you like a soda can.
How attached are they to me?
Pretty attached.
Okay.
We've only met, but
They skipped the bar and the dinner.
Oh, God.
skip the wine and go straight for the dying.
I guess they're too close to swing the hammer at.
Are you going to try to heal them too?
I mean, you could swing the hammer, but you're probably going to hurt yourself too, and you're going to do it at a form of penalty.
How fucking dare you, Baroness Bloody Claws? Judge me.
Wait, are they an animal? What are they?
It was a knowledge nature to identify.
They're
them.
vermin.
I mean, ground squirrels are considered vermin, but they're still fuzzy.
Actually, as far as 3.5 is concerned, they are animals. Vermin are a very specific thing.
Want to light yourself on fire?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like, you're thinking about this an awful long time. Is it more about burning yourself? Or?
Yeah, Grotha's gonna kind of freak out a little bit. And, like, it's just a matter of whether it's gonna be flaming spear or just.
Oh, you should totally light yourself on fire. 'Cause you keep
Flaming
doing
sphere
that.
would hit all of them, hypothetically.
Also hit the cart.
Yeah, it would. And you're too heavy for them to lift off currently, but if you jump off, maybe it'll give them a boost.
Oh, or if they drain enough blood.
That too.
Flaming spirits.
That'll require a concentration check.
Big concentration checks. Okay, wait. Actually, yeah. No, I did put points in there.
Uh-huh.
What was it about?
15.
Yes.
So you're like...
Barely. Definitely not. I'd say definitely not enough to fully consider the fact that the cart is going to burn too.
So are you going to light yourself on fire on the cart?
To be fair, everything Bada does is barely.
Please roll 2d6.
Oh my god.
Therrin, make a fortitude save to not burst into
Well,
flames.
there is nowhere nearby.
Oh, no, unrelated.
That's an 8 on the roll.
That's Arden casting Fireball.
Oh, I don't have fireball.
Where'd he go?
I don't use such crass spells.
Plus 1. Oh, this is a 2d8.
Oh, it's 2d8.
No, 2d6, sorry. It's just a 2d6. I didn't know.
You burn them off of your body and take damage.
Go take 8 damage.
Burn.
Is the cart light on fire?
Bada, it's kind of hard to see what's happening to the cart inside of your sphere of fire.
Sphere of fire lasts a round, so probably.
So on your next round, you'll be able to assess the situation. Unless you want to move out of it, I suppose.
Can I move out of it?
Or you can... I think you can direct it to move.
I think you can as a move action associated with concentration.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
been a long time since I did Flaming Sphere.
That sounds correct.
Or
Would you like to concentrate?
you could just get out of the driver's seat.
Fall out. Oh yeah, I step out. I step out of the truck.
As you step out of the driver's seat and down to the ground, you see the sphere of fire burning a hole in the front of your cart.
We got insurance. It's fine.
Bismuth's bustling insurance industry.
If our insurance claims guy comes by, his name will be fucking Gordon. Absolutely.
Gordon Family Insurance. Agent in every town.
Oh my god.
Member in every family.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many Gordons.
All right. Well, that takes care of what's going on with you over there. After Bada, it's Arden's turn.
So these are all dead?
Yep. Arden, there's a giant flaming sphere attached to the front of the wagon.
Not my prerogative. So, Arden is going to cast Refusal.
Interesting.
But that hasn't proposed yet.
Is refusal just like
Yes, in a way. So, under the contingency of anybody with a pebble from Tempest in their left pocket is unaffected by it.
Okay.
I get to make 18 10 by 10 squares, and he'll have to make a DC 22 plus his highest level spell or spell-like ability to enter or pass through one of these squares.
Oh.
So you just put them in this very tight box.
Yes. This is the keep the fuck away from me Munis spell. There.
This is my bubble. Stay outside.
Yes. And I will use my remaining to get a good coating up above.
Dome him up.
Dome him up, yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so Arden creates a rippling field that has a sense of tangible agitation that anybody who's magically attuned has to physically push through.
Unless they have
A small pebble from the city in Tempest in their left pocket.
Okay. All right. Next is the enemy's turn. They're going to make a check. The sound coming from that body has gone from a engine revving up to a ferocious, otherworldly snarl as it looks about and is finding itself rather trapped.
Ooh, okay. Now, Sam, if you just kind of take a 5-foot step back.
on my turn.
And they're going to end their turn there. It will now be
Interesting.
Therrin's turn.
You don't want to deal with these two?
Those two, oh yeah, they get to... They're going to carry Zaz another 20 feet in the air and siphon off more of their life force.
Sorry for bringing this up.
Thank
They'll
you.
take 1 point.
Is being fair?
The fairness is appreciated.
Sometimes
Next up, Therrin's turn.
I'm assuming I can't jump there now.
You might be able to. You, of all people, might actually be able to pull it off. It's a challenge now, though.
Okay.
You jump and just kill one and then they both fall.
Yep. Ooh. Only a 15.
You get a little bit of air there, but unless you're throwing something at them, you ain't hitting this turn.
Guess. I mean, I have a sling.
Is it already out?
I don't think so.
Oh, then you'd probably plop to the ground. You'd be able to pull out your sling, but you wouldn't be able to fire.
Okay.
The sling comes into play.
That's that sling that guy gave us,
The
right?
sling that was supposed to
Yeah.
be Sam.
I already have one, and it was not indicated in any way that may have been special or not.
True.
Alrighty. Next up, Zaz's turn. Time to try to... Oh. Zaz looks at the creature and realizes it has his dagger. They're going to make a concentration check.
Since when does he only have one?
You know, that's a very fair point. They're going to reach into their pocket and pull out another one. And stab both of these creatures once. And now they're falling to the ground. Therrin, please make a tumble check to get away, or if you want to catch them, give a shot at that.
Let's catch.
An attack roll. Or a tumble check.
Tumble?
Okay. They reach out for you as they fall.
That's a 21.
You'll be able to catch them as they're falling, leaping into them and rolling, canceling out the momentum and landing with them.
Perfect.
And then they want to give you a high five. As the bugs fall to the ground and go plop.
She gives an awkward high five.
All right. Sam, your turn.
So now I can try and figure out if what I did helped or not.
Yeah. Heal
Or
check.
I should say.
Well, I think he was concerned if the bugs were agitated or...
He was curious as to whether or not he was hurting it or healing it.
Almost fell off the side with that roll.
17.
It looks like you reinvigorated the body, and the bugs also got invigorated by consuming more of the unnecessary flesh.
Well, we're saving him, Sam.
Not necessarily all gone right now, but the eyes aren't sunken yet.
Are the eyes doing anything more than just listily staring at the world?
They are looking about like a lighthouse on the edge of a bay.
So,
Ooh. Is there any particular pattern to the sounds the bugs are making?
Listen check.
Okay. 20.
They are coordinating with each other, from what you can tell, but it's very difficult to decipher the swarm of sounds. So there is an intelligence present.
Is the sound so it?
You'd likely get the impression of there's an intelligence present and there's communication occurring, but you cannot understand it.
Can I try to counter song?
Go for it.
Okay.
You could absolutely try.
Absolutely try with a 35.
Light comes back into the swan's eyes and it screams.
Or at least it would if it wasn't filled with insects.
Well, imagine its beak opening and it has its own vocal cords vibrating, giving off its sense of horror and the igniting of its nervous system, and the screaming of all of the insects inside along with it.
You're saving him, Sam.
Do you know this swan person?
No.
I kept kidding. I think that'll be your turn.
That is the end of the turn for sure.
You're still in striking distance.
Bada.
That's fine.
My turn. Choose my turn?
Right after Sam.
Yeah.
You rolled high.
Would you like to move your flaming sphere away from our cart?
Oh,
It's dissipating by now.
Okay.
So I'm just hearing this.
This
On
blood
the side of the cart.
stream.
You guys got that.
you know, I think they got that. I'm just gonna pat this fire out and whistle a jaunty tune to myself.
That's exactly what I did. That is, yeah. I don't.
Sam has an abject look of horror while counter singing.
Not looking. Just gonna ignore you guys and.
I would love for you to like go kill the swan lady while he's trying to like bring it back to life.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You're going to stay over there and pat out the fire?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Very well. After that, it's Arden's turn.
I'm sorry, Sam. Arden is going to press his back against the opposite side of the cart and cast a sculpted rainbow blast.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Okay, what are you doing with that?
10-foot cube, well, to
Okay.
avoid the cart and Sam.
All right.
How unsettling is this screaming?
Pretty bad.
Sudden maximize.
All right. The swan is going to be unable to make a save this round, but their tenants will.
Okay, well, that is a reflex save.
What's the save?
Oh, that is... Oh, evocation. 21.
All right. Roll for damage.
50 damage.
Got you. Cool. As a scintillating, powerful ray of energy washes over it, the body shakes erratically, and out of the screaming mouth is going to emerge an enormous swarm of winged insects, and they're going to go through the magical field above them into the sky and straight off deeper into this place. And the body, the person left behind, is going to look hollow, and then they're going to fall to their knees and to the ground.
I'm still saving.
Yes.
Yes, you'll just have no internal organs or bones. Don't let me stop you.
The battle is over.
Does our constitution come back?
In
No.
time.
It takes a while.
Unless you have lesser restoration on you.
I won't have to worry about Zoss clambering around things for a while.
Oh, bullshit. Arden is going to slump down against the back wall of the cart and just take a breather.
So he'll check on the swan.
Heal check.
That one is a 17.
They're going to shakily reach up towards you, and they're going to say, "Tell Munis they were right," as they fade away.
Like dead?
Yeah.
Oh. Like for sure dead?
That's what a heal check is, dude.
Shot.
I'm no doctor, but that's that little sack of skin right there with no internal organs. I think it's still good.
It was the difference between heal checking first and then healing or heal check first. So
As you check their vitals, it feels kind of like you're moving around 3 layers of sheets.
what is wrong with you?
No, there's nothing in there.
You just want us to like get the hand in there and maybe.
Hey, Sam, I'm feeling a lot better. Thanks for the heal, bro.
Sock puppet them?
No, God, no.
Going to kill you all in your sleep. I'm going to slit all your throats.
God. Don't look at me.
Fucking weirdos. Oh my God.
I'm gonna do a heal check on Rat Boy. 16.
They're not in their best shape. They still have a little bit of spark to them. As you're taking stock, they're gonna say, "I'm really glad it's warm here. Otherwise, I'd be really cold."
I can gauge how much Constitution damage did he take? Like
4.
4. Like, can I suss that? I'm basically sussing that out.
Yeah, like they're a hardy lad, but
Would Therrin be able to suss out that he is a lot weaker and maybe can be taken out a lot quicker?
yeah, they are missing some of their weight. Like they probably lost 10 pounds there,
Probably also very pale.
and they don't exactly run as fast. If you have them stand up and move around a little, they are not moving as
They have
less endurance. And they're moving less agile. They're less precise.
Okay. So Therrin looks over Zos and says, "Come on, let's get back to this. Let's get back to the cart." Can he walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're gonna follow you back into the cart.
I'm assuming he's gonna try to go underneath it.
No, they're not.
no. Okay, good. Wow, he doesn't learn from like actual death experiences, but near death experiences. That's where the gold is.
We spoiled him by bringing him back to life is what happened.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, back in my day, we didn't get resurrections.
We stayed dead.
Aaron gives us a participation trophy.
God, is us like physically unwell?
Someone who survived the last few days off energy drinks kind of well. Like they can do it and they're doing it, but when they hit their wall, it's gonna hit hard.
Arden places a hand on Zoss's shoulder. I need you to promise me something, and it's extremely important that you actually do what I ask you.
Usually when you say something like this, it means I don't get to do fun things with you and Therrin.
This means you need to stay safe. I've said it many times, and I know you don't listen, but it's very important that you could at least stay in the cart. This area is extremely dangerous, and if one of those insects had gotten a hold of you, they could have flown off with you, and we would have had no idea when or where you are.
I'll be careful.
No. You will stay in the cart, and not in your hammock.
Okay.
You promise?
I did come into the cart instead of going into the hammock.
Sense motives.
Say the words, "I promise to stay in the cart where it is safe."
I promise to stay in the cart while it's safe.
Let's just bring the hammock inside the wagon.
Yeah, good enough.
Is that what you do?
And Arden pulls out potion of lesser restoration and hands it to Zos. This will make you feel better.
Is this a magic potion or an alchemical thing?
It's magic.
Oh, good.
What if it was all chemical?
Arden gives a concerned look, but
So they get to roll to see how much they regain. All of it.
oh fuck yeah!
That is 4 plus 1. Gulp, 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 gulp. And then their body fills out again.
Does he like flex and kiss his pec that's back now?
People usually kiss their biceps.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't his strength. It was his.
They're going to test their muscles a little bit and then do some push-ups and stretches.
If you have a rat muzzle, you could probably at least lick your own pec.
I will let Therrin govern all peck looking from here on out.
I suppose Therrin could be an expert in that just because similar sort of mouth situation with Sergal.
Yeah, relate to the muzzle sitch.
And very dexterous as well.
In the case of as they're doing these little stretches and you're bringing in their hammock bada, they look up and go, "Thank you.
You're welcome. Now set it up inside.
You're great." Oh, what happened to the front of the cart while we were in the back of the cart?
Sam's just looking at the front of the cart, shaking his head, just saying.
It's not your cart anymore. You can't pull that shit.
What do you fill out an insurance claim?
No, it's like it didn't even last a day.
No, it's been a little over a day.
Like, what do we talk? Is it like gone or is it just singed?
So
I mean, Bada did
think
put it out.
think of the front of it as not even an inch deep in damage, but where the damage is, it's straight up charcoal. So, like, with some sandpaper and some rubbing, you could get rid of all of the burnt damage, like the burnt stuff. It's purely aesthetic at this point.
And watch, not one person's going to give Bada shit.
It'll buff out. It'll buff out.
I'm just going to wait to see if anybody gives Bada shit for the wagon damage.
It'll buff out.
I pop my head out and look at Sam.
Then buff it out.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's role play buffing out a wagon for 2 hours.
Craft woodworking.
Yep, that's the correct check.
Okay, hold on. Do I have anything?
I choose to teach
No, I do
Zos
not.
the woodworking, so let's role play that. Zos.
You don't just shape wood?
Do I have sheep wood?
Wait, stop. We are not going to sit here. We have, like...
We want our cart to be pretty.
We have a dragon over the fucking... Or firebird over the thing.
No, I chose to do warp wood instead of wood shape. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Get to warping.
Fine. Anyways,
Gives it character.
why did you guys... I look around and I can see everything now, right?
You can see the person reduced to sock puppet form on the ground to the side.
I did not ask about this. I asked about the environment.
They are kind of a part of the environment now.
No, he's asking about the terrain.
The terrain, it's sharper. It has more spots where you can hurt yourself than you previously thought. The fact you were doing such a good job of driving the cart earlier probably was more necessary than just doing a good job.
Sam.
And it's darker in places where it wasn't before, and there's this sense that there's more shadows cast off from dangerous creatures over the terrain. And there's a giant firebird in the far distance diving up and down.
And there are 5 Starbucks.
The worst part of it all.
And no Waffle House.
So, but we're at least safe now. That was the only thing in this nightmare field.
Well, the giant phoenix in the distance.
What?
Firebird.
The phoenix, the one that Munis rode here, presumably.
We should get going.
Arden will get a breath of fresh air and replace himself into a corner of the cart and attempt to fill in those burnt spells.
Okay.
Now that they're dead, is there anything significant about the swan? Like clothing or anything?
Loot?
Not necessarily looking for loot, but anything sticking out.
There is no loot, by the way.
Are we talking instrument or gear?
They have a primarily eaten through holy robe. And
Okay,
beyond that,
Is that holy like full of holes or holy
full
like,
of holes.
Yeah.
And it looks as though do you want to look at the body?
I think you should just fold it up and put it in your backpack.
Would you like to wear it as a disguise too?
Might come in handy some an empty swan skin suit.
Yeah, okay, so we finally get to Munis. Sam slips into the skin of his old friend and be like, "Oh, Munis, it's so good to see you. I've captured the prisoners just like you wanted."
So
I'm gonna fold up the swan, pour oil over him, and use my flint and steel to burn the body. Skin thing.
all right.
And then I get in the wagon.
Therrin, please leave.
Everybody in?
Just get us out of here.
Everybody in?
Check.
I need a unanimous yes from everybody.
Yes, Therrin.
Why
shut
are
up
you
and go.
asking?
Jesus. If I roll low enough on this roll,
You might go downhill.
I want the skin body to get caught in the spokes.
It's behind.
It's a total of 8.
It's an 8.
Yes.
What is your problem?
It's just a special request because I failed them.
God.
Request granted.
It's on fire. It's gonna light a reel on fire.
Oh, it's on fire?
Yes.
But it just lit it on fire.
Well, now the wagon's on fire. Oh, yeah, more scorch.
And it's an oil fire.
So there's a funk, and then all of a sudden all this heat's coming through.
Yep.
See, this is why you do not ride underneath the cart.
I was looking down there like,
Bada, do your water thing.
Water thing.
The water thing.
What water thing?
You were putting Arden out with water on the boat.
Do I have a water thing?
the create water spell?
I try.
All right.
Wait, we don't put water on oil fires. I know this. Bata might not know.
The cart is a wood fire.
But the thing wrapped around its wheel is an oil fire.
Is the skin wrapped around the wheel?
Yeah.
Arden, please kill every single one of us right now.
Me first.
Just crater this whole valley.
If there's somebody watching you all right now through their crystal ball, they are getting the popcorn.
But I think you should get out and do your water thing on the wheels.
I get out. Oh, it's all burning, right?
It's also all wrapped up.
Getting there, yeah.
Like I hate to unwrap it first.
That would probably be wise.
Can I borrow your spear?
Sam looks at Arden. Is that okay?
Nothing is okay right now. The spear should be fine, though.
Sam, you spotted the spear.
Bada, you're going to need to make a sleight of hand check.
Why?
You did this.
I didn't start it.
But you are.
Started.
Continued it.
But you're reveling in it.
It was your idea.
Okay, please make an attack roll.
What die?
A D20.
Oh, I got 19.
Oh, you didn't want this to end, did you? Jesus
I mean, there's a
Christ.
chance it could have done thundering damage.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. If he had rolled a 20, it'd be a crit, and then it would have exploded the side of our cart open.
What happens? What happens?
So,
What happens? Please tell us what happens.
so, when you get in there with the spear, you are able to pull the layers of the wrap away from the wheel and deposit them away from the cart, and then you can use your create water to largely stop the fire. There's a bunch of sputtering from the oil that is, mixed in there, but with the spear you're able to scoop it out and carve out the parts of the cart that are unsalvageable. The wheel fortunately had some resilience to it. Probably wouldn't recommend charging at full speed downhill though.
Therrin?
Should we go?
Keep it steady. Don't go full speed. This wheel looks a little...
Can we go now?
Oh, can we?
Is the burning...
It's over to the side.
Is it still burning?
Oh yeah.
Bada,
Okay.
please get back in the cart.
I get in the cart. Don't run over it this time, please.
Can I have the spear back?
Yes, you can have your spear. Thank you.
Nat 20.
Oh my
So it's a 25 on ride.
Splendid. As the cart passes through new territory, the illusion bends around you guys, and you can see things for what they really are.
I thought that would have happened when I dispelled the illusion.
It's over the area.
Unsettling.
So you're kind of like a bubble of truth passing through a valley of lies.
Metaphor.
Not comfortable with that analogy.
And as you come around a bend, there's a amorphous floating sphere of eyeballs and teeth there, and you're going to spot right away. You've got this like instinctual, it's there, and it might know you're there. And it's just floating around with many arms popping out of its body and going back down like a dolphin diving into and out of the ocean.
Is it in the way?
Sorry, what ocean?
No, it looks like that.
It was the analogy.
It is staring right at you and floating towards you. It's about 100 feet out. It's got a big eyeball.
Will we run into it?
If it keeps charging directly towards you, yes.
It's charging?
Well, as much as somebody can do when they've got a balloon body floating.
Okay.
It doesn't have like engines on the back of it, but it is floating towards you at like 40 feet around.
Okay. Well, as she's riding forward, I'm assuming everybody's inside the cart.
Yeah.
Therrin is just going to yelp a guys, up ahead.
Actually, up a eye.
They just pop.
What's out there?
I poke my head out.
Is there like a check I can do, like describe if I know what this is?
I can give you really quick description. It's like a sphere of amorphous, churning, thick goop. It's kind of similar to an umbra in that way. It's got a semi-amorphous form, and it's constantly changing its surface look. So you've got limbs and other things popping out of it, teeth all over the place, multiple mouths, eyes, tongues hanging about.
Sounds like a beholder, except the one that is not, beholden to a particular form.
There it says, I don't know what's ahead of us. It's
Hungry.
goopy. What?
You get a feeling it's hungry.
Oh, I feel like it's hungry.
You feel like it's hungry?
What?
I could I don't know.
Kind of like with Olaine. You have a sense, but Olaine's was a lot more refined.
Oh, this is something to do with the spire.
It's now about 60 feet away from your cart.
Arden now pokes his head out the cart. Arden returns his head to the cart.
Am I gonna have a better chance of sense motivating this thing, like, since I have a connection with it?
Yeah, you could try.
If it's charging us and it's hungry,
That's an 8.
From this strange connection you have, you could discern that there isn't much there mentally. It's more just acting on instinct.
Okay. If Therrin wanted to just keep riding past it, hoping it doesn't do anything, would you be able to, or is it on a collision course?
It's trying to be on a collision course, but with a good ride check, you might be able to outmaneuver it.
I'm still on a good riding check,
Uh-huh.
but I have to do another one?
This is a maneuver.
I'm gonna try to ride past it.
Okay.
No, I'm telling.
Oh.
No.
Don't want to do things without telling anybody.
Sam braces.
I guess if...
Arden will to the left or to the right.
Do a choice? Oh, if, like, are you saying what side it's on?
Which side do we fire from?
Oh, well, you saw...
You'd be
what?
firing from the left side.
Okay, left.
Arden goes to the rearmost left window and readies an action.
What you want to do?
Act when it attacks. I'm sorry. If slip of the tongue.
I guess I'd wait long enough to see if anybody says, hey, don't do that. You
It's not very close. If you're going to make your maneuver, you got to make it.
Pava.
13 for ride.
Can you hold sauce?
I'm sauce.
What's going on?
Hold my hand.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, just the same.
They just look at you, bud, and say, it'll be okay. They're not sure what's going on, but...
Is that what you wanted?
No. But better than nothing.
It slams into the side of the cart and starts like a thick liquid coming through the shutters
Yeah.
on the side window. And by window, there's no glass there. There's just
Slats.
yeah. So it's like sliding through.
I pull sauce away from it.
I was gonna say, what's that?
Who knows?
You may maintain your very good ride from earlier if you wish.
Just with a boulder attached.
Yeah, Therrin decides to keep riding, but hollers back rather distractedly because she's watching the road. What is it doing?
As it spawns teeth and mouths and tongues and eyes.
It's just oozing through the holes in the wood.
You may act if you would like.
Does this appear to be outwardly Umbra-esque?
Yes.
Arden puts his back against the opposite wall and points at it and shouts, "We're the repair crew to fix the spire. The dragon's tier is damaged. We're here to help."
Diplomacy.
11.
Noted.
Your statement has been noted and filed.
So it's still oozing right now. It's not-
Yeah, it's like trying to get its whole body through.
Sam just looks at Arden and is like, is this the Umbra?
It's an Umbra. I don't know if it's the Umbra. I don't know who the Umbra is.
Arden thinks so. We're all waiting for God to assess something.
Okay.
What were you asking to do?
As Bots is gonna look towards the Umbra. As the repair crew, could you guide us towards the spire? Towards the dragon's tooth.
It's kind of pulling the rest of itself in, and its bulk is rising up from strands jettisoning from the floor of the cart into the greater mass as it begins to float around. So it's being all goopy.
It's much smaller than I pictured it.
So, I guess since it may come to this very shortly, how far along was I in spell replacement?
You had like an hour, so you either choose between spell replaced. You'd have to be either done with spell replacement or getting the new spells in.
Getting the new spells in.
All right, you'll have to do the other part later.
Sam looks at this goopy forming eyeball thing. It's like, hey, like my colleague said, we're the repair crew. We're here to fix your spire. We got a job to do. We'd rather get it done quickly, sooner rather than later. So if you could just like help us out, that'd be great.
Diplomacy check.
Or seeing the administrator's up.
Oh, there you go.
See, my diplomacy though is a 32.
Okay.
So just snarl.
More mouths form and open up with big teeth.
Do they say anything?
No. but tongues fall out of them and they're covered in saliva.
Sam shrugs his arm and is like, it was worth a try, and starts singing the Spire Override song.
Ah, you're fun.
Right. Did the thing say that, or did you say that?
Game Master. Okay. It, however, is going to, now that it's fully in here and ready to go, take a bite out of life.
And kill itself?
No.
Oh, it's not its life.
But it can attack everybody in the cart simultaneously. You may react to this if you so desire.
Do I get to sing first or after?
You can begin.
Oh, it's too small a space in the cart.
It doesn't hit Zaz. It does hit Bada.
The perform.
It won't hit you, I don't believe.
21.
21. What's your AC?
I'm outside of the car?
Yeah. What's your AC?
Oh, 25.
How is it hitting her?
It just went right through the charcoal. Probably.
Yeah?
It does not hit you. It only hits 2 people. So it stretches the way it attacks is it stretches its body and jettisons these different kind of mouths on like a long ribbon towards you guys and bites in.
Oh, good. More horrors.
Please make a fortitude saving throw.
I'm just.
Then a 20.
Wonderful. You feel your skin ripple a little bit around where it bites you.
Ooh, it tickles.
And you'll take 10.
Ah.
11.
11? On your fortitude?
Yeah.
The goop begins to enter your body through the teeth and push its way in. You take 10 damage.
Cool.
Not that anyone asked, but the perform was 34.
Yeah.
Splendid. Therrin, you're first. You're driving the cart.
I'm assuming I hear a ruckus back there.
Yep. And a little slam on the door
And
behind you.
Arden probably going like, yep.
So the thing's still touching me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
These are very much attached to you. Nom 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 nom. Teeth like grappling hooks.
No, that's good. It's its mistake for touching me.
Yeah.
Good to know. Hypothetically, you might be able to involve yourself in the situation, but you're going to be like probably trying to control things while doing other things. So depends on what you want to do.
Yeah, to nobody in particular, she's just going to continue the ride and just sort of yelp out loud, should I stop?
All right. Zaz's turn. They assess the situation and decide stabbings are in order.
Kid's got a good eye.
Yes, you do.
That's a 16, and okay, so they hit once with a dagger in the eyeball.
Ooh.
So they attack the main body, stab an eye, and deal it 5. And then they realize this thing doesn't. I don't think this thing has important stuff going on. They say the best they can, and they're gonna have to probably rephrase that later.
I was going to say, our death is not that important, apparently.
I think it means there's nothing to critical hit.
This thing's immune to crits.
After that, it is Sam's turn.
Sam did 34 on the Spire song,
Yes.
and nothing happens.
No. It appears that this thing is not entirely similar to what you've dealt with before.
Okay, we'll just go ahead and smoothly shift that then into an Inspire Courage.
All right.
Is that another
Yes.
28?
Very nice.
Okay.
Ouch.
Do I still have another action? Is that an action?
Leave that. That's your action. You could hypothetically move a space away from the monster, but I don't know if you're that interested in it.
I'll move closer to Arden.
Okay.
If I can't do anything else this turn.
And then Bada.
Sounds like Arden really wants this thing to touch him, so I'm gonna leave it happen. But
I mean, I didn't say that out loud because it's not like he just like stabs me in the chest and then like sinks itself deeper in there and Arden just giggles with delight.
I don't know, maybe you had like you activated my trap card look.
yeah.
You know?
Oh goodness.
What you gonna do, Bada?
I'm gonna swing at it.
With your hammer
So like, yeah.
in that scrunched up space?
Gonna have.
You can use your bare hands.
Shut up.
You can still do it. Just keep in mind it's gonna be all scrunchy.
What does all scrunchy mean?
It means they have half the normal amount of space to swing their hammer right now
Already.
because of how jammed up everything is.
I guess I would have said that would have affected them on damage, or how much I would have to like.
How easy it is to hit it. But you're also very big and good at hitting things sometimes.
I'm so sorry for the wagon.
It didn't even last a day. It's already ruined.
No, it's been like 30 hours.
30 hours.
Oh, sorry, it didn't even last one trip.
Oh yeah, well, there.
Oh
That's
my goodness. Poor wagon.
You want to throw fire at it?
No, I'll probably go.
So just smash holes in it all over the
I
place.
think I'm just gonna smash.
What does it matter?
Here I go with the warhammer. Oh,
Okay.
Decent.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
25.
You hit it good.
Okay.
Sneak.
Okay.
3 damage.
That's a 1 again.
So
One.
that's 5 damage. Oh,
Okay.
no.
Bonk. All right.
Is it more of a splort?
Yeah, honestly, a splort sounds right. You've got another attack, right?
Yeah, I didn't move, right? I can do another
Yeah,
attack
you've
here?
got your second attack.
Little flecks of it come out. Just
You struggle to dislodge it from the mass, and you succeed. That's your second attack.
Oh, age.
Okay, after Bada is Arden.
How big is this thing? What size category?
Medium.
Oh, it's only medium? Oh, man.
To
Okay.
anyone.
Let me get a range here real quick.
And Arden casts Maximized Fireball.
Okay. And the thing is still attached to me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're going to dimension door 700 feet in the air.
it's attached to Bada too.
Oh.
Do it.
He gets to make a will save, I believe, for that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but it's 21.
So how many feet in the air?
700.
All right. So you all zoom up over there to that, up high in the air. You'll have a great view of the Phoenix from there. And there's a strong gravity pulling you downwards.
Is it gravity?
Quite literally, yes. And
Sorry.
And as you feel that extra weight applied, you begin plummeting.
That's good. Because the hovering thing won't fall naturally.
No, it won't. And both of you are like anchors tied to a boat.
So we're just dangling from this.
That doesn't yank it out?
Oh, it's yanking it downward, yeah.
No. It does not yank it out of us.
That is a check it has to make. And if you want to assist with that check, you can.
I do not want to help it hold on to us.
Oh, you can also resist it too. That is an option.
Yeah.
I'd like to not have it stinging me.
Depends if you want to be attached to the hot air balloon or not, really. Oh, yeah, unless you help it, it's not keeping hold of either of you.
I got this, Bada.
All right.
So, like grape tomatoes plucked from the vine, you fall like bombs down toward the land.
Mechanically, you can only fall 120 feet around, so we've got a couple rounds.
I was in character, I believe.
No.
As you detach, I'll need you to make a check you haven't made before. Control shape, Arden. Wisdom check.
10.
As you detach, your body starts to become amorphous and drippy.
Oh boy.
You could be spread like jam on a sandwich.
Also, question.
Oh, also, inspire courage.
Oh. Thank you.
Doesn't Arden have the ring of like?
The Ring of Featherfall?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I can turn it on next round.
Oh, you choose to turn it on. It's not always on.
No.
Okay.
Technically, after Dimension Door, I cannot perform any actions after I teleport.
Got it. I was just wondering if you stayed up there floating while Bata was falling to his doom. That's what I was.
Ah, well. He was a nice boy.
All right. Round goes by for people in the air. People in the cart, how's it going?
They just vanish, right?
Yeah, like out of a portal.
Should we stop?
Should we keep going? We're easier to see if we're moving?
Therrin, do you see them? They're gone.
What?
Arden, Bada, and the thing are gone.
Could you look? Maybe they're somewhere around here? Saz looks out the window, but not upwards.
No, Therrin stops the cart.
All right. Back to those in the air. It's been a round. You can do things again. that ground is coming into sight real quick.
Boy, a panic setting.
You might even be moving faster than 120 feet.
That's evil.
It feels like the crowd's coming towards us.
We're not going towards the ground, it's coming to us.
So nice.
Yeah, Dragon's Embrace.
Oh, it's all hills here. No trees, right?
Yeah, no trees.
Nothing too so.
Just sharp rocks.
Yeah.
Not even mud.
Nope.
How much distance between us and the eye?
And the eye? Oh, the thing above you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's falling behind about 60 feet. So there's like 80 feet between the whole lot of you.
Okay.
And it seems you're falling at about 200.
Oh, okay. Sorry, just gotta do a little math here.
This is quite a pickle.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Some of us don't even know where the fuck you are.
I didn't realize it was Spirit into Bada, otherwise I would handle this personally.
Well, Bada's falling alongside you.
Oh yeah, there we are, Featherfall. Oh, Featherfall's 60 feet around, but harmless. Oh, okay. I thought it was just 10 feet around. Interesting. It's a lot faster, but still harmless. Yeah, Arden will cast a Featherfall on Bada and himself.
Okay. So that'll kind of suspend you guys compared to your current speed.
It'll actually, well, it's a maximum of 60 feet, so we're still at a good pace, but
Please have the rest of this battle in the air.
Okay.
But Featherfall's a free action, so yeah, thank you. Gonna start casting that channeled sound burst.
Okay. So its turn will come, and it's going to fall past both of you.
All right.
People in the cart can make checks if they want, or do other things in like 6-second period.
Therrin is going to. Is this battle rules? Or are we waiting for like?
I'm keeping everything kind of in sync.
Okay. Therrin looks around the cart, like especially behind it. I'm assuming doesn't see anything.
Spot check.
Sam will also get out of the cart and look around.
All right, spot check.
Because they have no reason to look up.
12 for Therrin on spot check.
Unless of course
Doesn't appear like there's anything approaching the cart right now.
you're screaming right now.
Well, Sam actually will look first around the cart with a 16, by the way.
Okay.
And then remember that the exact same thing happened when Arden was fighting the big worm, and so looks up.
Your friends are falling, and the orb is falling faster than them. The orb
same-
of teeth and everything.
Yeah. Oh boy. So Sam will point out, oh, he went up again.
So casual.
Does go like turns their head from looking like straight ahead to up. Tick tick tick. Oh, they're up there.
How far away?
They're probably still like somewhere around 400 feet in the air.
The beholder too?
That one's probably more like 320.
Therrin looks up and says, "What the fuck?"
Back to Arden and Bada.
Oh, God. So it's just passes now?
Oh yeah, I did zoom past both of you once the featherfall hit.
You don't want to do like the Superman, like...
Right, just casually, like, air swim towards Arden. Well, we have, 6 rounds before we get down there. You want to just chill out?
I am not chilling right now.
Oh, okay.
You're charging.
Yeah, in fact, Arden right now is chanting a spell right now that seems to be emanating a very deep, rumbling noise with palpable energy.
Exciting. I can't do anything right now.
Impressed there.
Yeah.
You could try to drop your hammer on it.
Let's hold on to the hammer for
And it goes right through the cart. Just...
Zos is dead.
Yeah, roll a 1, so I'm dead.
All right.
Look at me. I can't.
So
Really.
it plummets closer.
The monster?
Yes, the monster plummets closer, reaching out, trying to form wings, and they're just being buffeted up.
Hold on. How far away is it, did you say? How far is it between me and Arden?
Oh, the monster's like, let's see, it was like 80 feet. Now it's going to be 200 feet below the both of you.
No,
It's trying to slow its fall, but it is not having much luck.
Can I slingshot one of the rubies?
Rubies?
Yeah, one of the...
he is the necklace.
The fireball.
You could. Do you want to?
I want to do that.
Okay.
Oh, God. It's going to be like a big-ass flare just in the sky.
Now we're going to make fireworks.
Yeah.
24 for the attack roll.
That'll hit. And you already used the biggest pop off of it. This will be the next biggest one.
Oh, I used the smallest.
Yeah, I thought you went from smallest to largest because he was experimenting.
No, I rolled randomly for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Bada does know that we need distance.
So this next one's going to be 4d6.
Wait, 4 of these 6s?
4d6s.
Oh, God.
And it'll explode in the air around it.
10, 14.
All right. Noted. It comes out of that like smoking and boiling. Speaking of that boiling sensation, please make a concentration check there, Arden.
Concentration?
Yes, as your body starts to boil.
Where's my body boiling?
Because you're going under some uncomfortable transformations.
Oh, okay.
Hot.
Not related.
So you can either make a fortitude save or a control shape check. Your choice.
They both fail.
Okay, you can feel
Oh, I'm sorry, 9 for
9?
my fortitude save.
it is when you cast a spell going to be more difficult to get it to work.
Okay. So that's going to be what, a concentration?
Yeah, when you get there. But yeah, as far as your body goes, it's starting to lose size, and more of it's becoming like this cape of translucent, amorphous stuff flapping above you as you descend.
Sweet.
All right, cart people.
So we're looking up in the air and we see an explosion, and our two compatriots are above it.
And one of them is becoming a translucent cloak, flapping in the wind and getting small.
Sam will just nudge Therrin in the side, just like, well, we might as well help. And he pulls out his sling.
That's 200 feet away from us.
Yeah, about there.
Is a sling possible from 200 feet?
Maximum distance is 500 feet.
Oh, okay. Never done.
Range attacks, yes. So where is it at now relative to the ground?
Bit past 200.
Okay.
And Zaz will take up position and prepare to cast Magic Missile.
You hit yourself in the eye.
Sam rolled a 1 on his first sling attack.
So you have a great arc. It's just missing the rock.
That's good. I don't consume an ammo.
Therrin, were you doing anything?
I guess I'll just take a note from him pulling out a sling since I'm not too used to it. But
All right.
yeah, I was like, okay.
Let's see what we got here. Because I don't think we ever tested if it was magical or not.
We didn't idea it, no.
I don't think I have the sling
We never got stats for it.
stat. So I rolled a 14.
So you get this rock. It like zooms in the air and swirls up like a curving baseball, and then hits the thing right in an eye as it's trying to concentrate on creating wings. Please roll 1d4 plus strength for damage.
Therrin says when she hits it, she's like, oh, cool.
I mean, hit it in the eye isn't as cool as it sounds when the whole thing's covered in eyes, but yeah, it stings.
Yeah, you hear that from Arden 300 feet above you.
Do I have to deal with ammo, or are we going to care?
Don't worry about it at the moment. Roll a d4.
So 2 plus 2 is 4.
Cool. Hits that. Like it like squirms more. Like that's not what it needed right now.
Therrin squints her eyes like, I think I hit it.
Good job. We just got to hit it a lot.
All right, and then it is time for Arden and Bada.
Did Zos hit it, or is he?
They're preparing once it gets in range.
I don't want to use another one. No. Should I use another one?
I mean, you can if you want. I was actually kind of figuring that this thing that hovers was capable of, like, correcting its course sooner, so I would have lasted it by now, but I guess not.
It is getting closer to the ground.
Closer to us. But, I mean, I guess if it crashes into the ground, then that works too.
Whatever force of gravity is affecting both of you, they are feeling it full force, and it is pulling them down.
So you're saying in addition to normal gravity, there's
Yes.
something. Okay.
And so, you're going to hold on and channel a bit more?
I'm going to... Well, I technically can hold the spell until I discharge it.
So yeah, you're going to have to wait one more round to get in range.
That's fine.
All right. Bada, what do you want to do?
That's
What
it.
spells do you have prepared?
Create fire was, I think it was by touch, not by.
It's ranged touch, I believe.
Right.
You can chuck a fire at somebody.
It's a ranged attack, but you ignore armor, is what a ranged touch is.
You basically just chuck fire like a
Oh,
boo.
it is thrown.
Yeah, so if you want to cast that spell, you can.
Okay.
What's the thing called again?
Produce flame?
Produce flame.
Thank you.
So 16.
That's a d6 plus 1 point per caster level. Maximum 5. So what's your druid level?
4.
4? 4 damage plus a d6.
Oh. So 9 total.
So you call on the fire that you've had anxiety over and chuck it at this creature, and it begins to burn. And it squiggles.
Someone's burning. Someone's squiggling. I don't like this burning thing.
I don't like this squiggles.
Back to the people on the ground. This thing is getting real close.
How close is it?
Do we have to run to it, or what?
It's almost on top of the cart.
Oh.
Do you want to move the cart out of the
Yeah, I
way?
was gonna say, dude.
Do you really want me to do a ride check in the middle of a battle?
I mean, it's either that or you
And
get a
would the
whole-
character do it? But they see that it's going to like slam into the cart and move the cart.
There's no guarantee it's going to hit the cart.
That's also true.
Good luck.
You would admit that the chances of it hitting the cart are pretty slim because we were moving. They went patooey, right?
Well,
And then we stopped.
how about we
Yeah.
make a spot check to confirm that?
But you're saying it is actually above the cart. So like they would have to have gone like up in front of it.
I've also been pushed around by wind currents and whatnot.
And trying to have its wings work properly, and then they get shot in its eyeballs and can't coordinate. Gets lit on fire twice. Gets hurtled around by a fire explosion, and is being affected weirdly by gravity. Hitting that cart is an attack roll at this point.
It's the only thing that isn't terrain. That's something it can see.
It's softer than the sharp rocks.
Comforting
How
words.
many turns do we have?
Probably one.
This is our only turn to move it.
Probably. And you could recognize that.
Who do you want it to move?
It wouldn't be reasonable for Therrin to know it's going to try to hit it.
Actually, Therrin might be able to tell if Therrin reaches out to it.
Sense motive.
Go for it.
Nat 20.
It wants a soft landing, and it's going to hit your cart if it can.
So Therrin looks up, whatever does everyone to connect to it, and then mutters under her breath, "Fuck."
All those geometry lines and the graphs come up, and you're like, shoot.
Can she do that and attempt to ride?
Yep.
She jumps on without saying anything to Sam. Just jumps on.
Where's Oz?
Natural one? Was that a
It's a
one?
2.
Oh.
So it's a 7.
The Bugaloo look up at you quizzically, and that is how they spend those 6 seconds.
Like what? Why we stop and go so much?
All right.
I'm gonna sling it again though.
Go for it.
Okay.
And Zaz is going to let loose the magic missiles.
He has magic missiles?
What's the range now?
The range... you let me worry about those penalties.
So just give it my normal attack bonus?
Yeah.
19.
You will hit it.
Okay. Hooray, I get to do my D4 damage.
Plus your strength modifier.
Which is 0.
Plus your strength modifier.
D4 plus 0.
Don't forget, you still got the effects of your song, so plus 1 damage.
Oh, so 5 damage.
Ding! You
So
hit
did Therrin, by the way.
True. So you give it another stinging measure of pain and difficulty and concentration.
Bruise another eye.
Yep. And Zaz hits another 2 eyeballs. With the magic missiles, causing more stinging, irritation, it needs some drops.
Oh no.
We're turning into a commercial.
Yeah. Bada?
Yep, it's going to go back to Bada and Mr. Renshaw.
What is it now?
It's curdling toward the cart, and if it has its way, it's going to just land directly where your cart is and probably break it.
Would be funny.
Except for the people inside the cart.
Nobody's in the cart.
Except for Zaz.
What is it in the cart?
What? How can he magic missile through the roof?
Through the window.
Oh.
And magic missile always hits.
We did tell him not to leave the cart.
Don't leave the car no matter what.
No. He said he promised to leave the cart, never leave the cart when it's safe. The cart is not safe.
He doesn't know that.
He's looking at
Oh, yeah, I guess he does.
They'll probably get a reflex save.
Probably.
All right.
I don't want to spend another amulet thing.
No, don't.
Okay.
So what are you two going to do?
Well, am I in range?
You will be if you dropped the feather fall, you definitely would be.
Yeah. So Arden finishes channeling his spell, and
You sort of dodged that pitch.
It won't hit the cart.
good, as I intended. So Arden stops channeling the spell, and he opens his mouth, and a visible energy billows out of it like fire as he takes in a deep breath and exhales, letting out a thunderous roar that destroys everything in its path.
Which is air.
Rolls for damage.
And
It cannot make a save against this if it's a reflex save.
that?
That's 90-10.
That? Oh my god.
That's why it takes 2 rounds.
That's why it takes 2 rounds.
Minimum.
Well, I can choose to discharge it earlier for less damage. But I figured as long as I was falling, it seemed like a good time to cast. So, calculator this.
Is it a reflex save?
It's a fortitude save.
Oh, it does get to make that one. No, it does not make that one.
It is permanently deafened.
How much damage? Because it might just be dead.
Oh, yeah. But that corpse can't hear a damn thing.
I blew its eardrums out before it blew up.
6.
It has a lot of eardrums, come to think of it.
Yeah, it would.
Number's always changing.
Always replenish them.
Hit it so hard that its DNA can't remember how to make them right.
3 plus 4. 52 damage.
You when the force of your roar hits it, it vibrates a moment. Yeah. And then it explodes outward all over the cart and the people below.
What gets on us?
Goop. In your case, it's particularly interesting. Please make a will save.
Control shape?
Will save.
Therrin for the
That's
will
my
save.
worst save. That's no, I'm not going to do it because it's not fair. Total of 20.
So, you can derive information from this goop if you want to. It was trying to reach out to anything it could in its last moments there, but you can do so without it trying to successfully overtake you if you wish.
I can derive information without it overtaking me?
Yep.
Okay. So, with my failure with the bugaloos, I...
Covered in goop.
Actually, so there's no reason for me to look up. I'm just like narrowing my eyes at the disobedient bugaloos, and I get slapped in the face with all this stuff.
Yeah, just all down over you.
Oh,
Yeah, if anything's coming to me,
It's going to
I
come.
am going to allow it.
Okay. I will tell you in a moment. As your character processes the information, it's going to take a few rounds.
Are we going like full Nickelodeon on this?
Yeah, that is a callback. Therrin totally gets covered in goop. Sam, you get covered in a bit of goop. You can like rub it like off and get rid of it. It's gonna take you a little bit. Zaw's pulled their head back in, let it all just slop over the cart. And both of you are gonna be able to land safely. Those that were floating.
Is Arden still going goopy?
Arden, you are half your original height, and you have a really long robe behind you of yourself.
Tiny Peppo.
That's cute. How fun! He's melting.
Concerning.
Arden will kind of collapse into a puddle.
You could if you wanted to right now.
Just gonna try to hold this puddle together.
You're gonna grab them?
Try to, because I assume it's puddly.
Yeah, they're gonna like onto you like glue.
Arden,
If they let you do that.
considering the coaching he gave like Therrin and Elaine, Arden is going to focus his mind on the shape of his body and attempt to regulate that.
Cool. Control shape.
16.
You're gonna be able to get your body back to the way it was, but you do not know how to get it back to the other state.
What does that mean?
So you can get back to normal, but you don't know how to just do that again. Whatever is happening to you.
Being goopy.
Yeah.
I assume that was a side effect of being stabbed.
It is. You're a unique individual, however.
I am special.
Slightly unique.
Therrin, what I can tell you about this creature from your...
Just before that happens.
Oh, yeah.
Right before she is muttering under her breath, before she gets splatted with this stuff, she's like, fucking pugaloo. And then splat.
And then what I'll be able to tell you about what you get from it, this thing was not connected to anybody before. Not in like the way you, Elaine, etc. aspire. Like it wasn't a part of anything like that before. It didn't have any great knowledge of anything. It was very base. Like it was just probably finished, like created as a creature and just shoved immediately out. There was no oven for this thing. It was the paste or the, not dough.
Clay?
Clay. This was the batter, as it was. It didn't get to bake in the oven like your friends did.
What friends?
Fuck you!
Oh, no. I thought you were referring to something else.
No. You're like in character friends that you travel with.
Jesus.
Arden and
They're
Zaz.
just like, oh yeah, that's where Arden got it from.
So it's like the stuff I'm made out of, But then at that point, it's weird. I'm like having a conversation, but not really. Like, what was its? How could I tell what motivated it to do what it did?
Hunger.
Because if it was just the batter,
It was functioning off a primal need for survival.
so we just fought hungry batter.
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually the monster entry. It's Hungry Batter. We're going to put it in the book.
Can I search its memories and any sort of like people it interacted with?
The most you'll be able to get is it seeping out of a crack in some stone, and you get to see a skeletal, mushroom-clad individual with very fine robes watching it drift up into the sky.
Mushroom clad? Like people wearing mushrooms?
Like Munis was in the wasteland.
Oh, was he wearing mushrooms? Oh,
At that time, yes.
okay. And so all I see is just like rising up and seeing like Munis below if I'm looking at its memories.
Yeah. And as it looks like at the wider picture, there's many more of them rising up out of these cracks in the stone.
Oh my god, these are so hard to beat.
And we can end the session there.
The Curse of Coeurasa is a production of Reno Area Anthropomorphic Arts and Recreation for BLFC 2023. This episode was edited by Dejarum's Pony and was mixed and mastered by AJ the Ratty. Yima Quinn is our game master and the voice of Zos and the NPCs. Arden Renshaw is played by Hawkfeather. Therrin Perch is played by Dejarum's Pony. Bada Amica is played by Dabbles. Samuel Horstrom is played by Demic Cretu. Original music by Foxamore. You can find more music from Foxamore at foxamore.bandcamp.com and on Spotify. For more information about BLFC, the theme, and the lore behind your favorite characters and settings, visit goblfc.org.
Oh, here I'm gonna put him in a jar.
With your other boyfriends?
No, we left the skin rag behind.
Oh, please edit that.
Oh, boy.
As Goop, you can fill the skin.
Okay.
Let's go back and get it.
Done. No.